Hello, everybody. I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Z Garcia.
And I'm Camilla.
And we're here just talking a little bit about Gen Con 2025.
It just happened last week. It was last week. If you didn't know.
It was 2 days ago.
Oh. Are you sure?
Yes, I am very sure.
It was less than 48 hours ago.
We got, because you guys went to the plane. We left
did.
like 5 minutes after you, maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Then we drove and drove and drove and drove and drove and drove and drove.
In defense, we flew and flew and flew and then napped.
And then landed and napped and didn't fly anymore.
True,
I should have texted you every hour, like, still driving.
Oh, my gosh.
Still driving.
I would have had a broken phone.
Enjoying your time.
Yeah.
We're still driving.
Anyway.
Our trip down was much less eventful than the one up.
That's all you want, That's all we needed was to know. I can't tell you how many people came up to me this year and said, well, good luck with the drive back. I hope you're not running away from a hurricane this time. Like, everybody seems to be aware of that. It's wild.
Yeah.
But yes, last time you did drive back in a rush to avoid a hurricane. And this time you didn't. So that's good.
Felt the same, just as a heads up.
Oh, that's because you're stuck in the van with these people.
It was just as frenetic.
Well, you weren't there.
Hey, on that, have we heard how cleanup went? Is Mike in the chat?
I got pictures. It was good.
Okay, good.
They did well.
Thank you
Bruce-
guys for
Bruce
cleaning
sent
up.
pictures.
Okay, good.
Got it. Thank you, Bruce.
So anyway, we're talking about Gen Con 2025. It was a fun con. You can see we just posted the Dice Tower Awards. Some of you are probably watching that in the background now. If you started it at 1, they're still going.
Oh, yeah.
But not for much longer. It was nice and snappy.
80 minutes.
It was good.
But anyway, that went well. That was our main focus here. We had a booth, and we are thankful to all of those of you who came by and saw us there, or came by and saw us at various events that were around the different convention.
Yes.
And there was a lot of people this year. I feel like the booth was busier this way. There was a constant flow of people through the booth, I felt.
It did not hurt that a company whose name I forget.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's...
No.
Bodes
I'm
well.
okay with forgetting their name.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Made a
forgettable
coupon
ones.
to roll dice
yes.
and their dice tower in row 5.
I took so many of those.
And our booth was in row 3, and but their coupon didn't say what was it, like mesh or fresh or something like that.
All I saw is that D20 had a thing, like
then
a
it had a real
drag.
big
said,
Dice Tower. And we're like, not us. Sorry, they're over there somewhere.
That was.
But since you're here, roll these dice. Yeah.
Right. It's about every 10 minutes or so someone would come by with that coupon. Yeah, it was
No. It was much
No, I'm saying
more.
on average through the whole time.
I had like 10 people at a time.
That's right, because they were all in the line. You probably saw it more because they'd get in the line for the tower.
People
Standing
ran.
at the booth, there was
Yeah.
probably an average of every
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was plenty.
It was fine. I guess it sent more people our way, but it definitely kept us with the Dice Tower rolling dice. Kept us very busy.
Probably got us like 5 subscribers too, because they'd be
Next-
like, "Oh, okay, well, what are you?" And I'd be like, "All right, YouTube channel right here. Also, look at this bag giveaway. You can find our channel through that."
Next year, I'm putting a coupon with their name
Oh.
and free small item
Yes. We're coming for you, 521.
Wait, why do they have a stack of the coupon? Why would you take the coupon?
Well, the Evans
Because
combined took the coupons because they forgot our booth number.
what would you say if you had to
But
rank your
Then
literacy?
they don't get what the coupon was for. When they went to the other booth, they wouldn't have the coupon they
I went
needed.
to their booth. There's no loss.
Oh, okay, fair. All right.
Sorry, 521.
Anyway, games. There was lots of games there.
Yes.
We are told we often talk too much about games being sold and not enough about the rest of the con. But I will say that games being sold at the con is slowly taking over the con because not only was the convention filled, there's a spot where there are booths that you can buy stuff from in between the convention center and the stadium if you go underneath.
Yep.
Also on the second floor, there's a whole line of booths selling stuff, mostly charity-esque stuff. Did you guys see those? It was
I
on the
didn't see
second
that,
floor.
no.
There was
I
probably
don't think so.
15 booths up there.
Okay.
And the game hall has at least 5 or 6 giant booths that sell things now, from Avalon Hill to...
Well, All Play also has a booth in the stadium. So they have a whole setup selling from the stadium,
They were in the
which
stadium
is
this year?
they were in the
Yeah,
stadium.
they had their own setup
over next
over
to
there.
the game library, which didn't have that many people in it.
And then all
Yeah.
those games rooms could also sell.
Yes.
Well,
So
some
there
of them
was
were
a
using
stuff
that
being
like
sold everywhere.
exclusively to sell. Yeah,
There
it
is
was
still that
interesting.
big giant area, the hall next to the selling hall, where there's tables and games being demoed galore. There was, Lorcana being played and this being played and that. But those have product also. Many of
Right.
them, and they'll sell you stuff.
Well, I feel like a lot of those demos too are demos to be like, hey, try this, go get it at the booth.
Yeah,
And
and they're
so-
events, right,
yeah.
with tickets.
Yeah.
That was one thing I saw. There were some booths that you could sit down and paint at upstairs.
Yep.
But then I also saw one for Atomic Mass, the guys who make those miniature games for X-Men and stuff, in that big space next to the main selling hall.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of curious. They were given a little robot to paint, which is Atomic Mass's logo, little character. But it was a ticketed event. I'm like, oh, okay. It's like it takes a generic or whatever, which is no big deal. But I was like, I don't have that.
Right,
Forget
right.
this. I was going to do it and vlog it and whatever. So there's a lot of different things to do. But you're right. There's a ton of buying there. And there are releases galore there. And there's that fervor, that excitement of what's new. What can I get my mitts on?
Yeah.
There was definitely no one big release.
Yeah. Lots of people like to ask that. What's the hot thing? Or, they like
was
to ask me what's
several-
like the secret indie. I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know if it's a game release, but I think the hottest thing of the con was the Doomlings. That always had a line.
Goodness
That was
gracious.
always
That's
like.
been that way for the last several years.
oh
though.
my
They've
goodness.
always had a line.
I'm a Doom head
I
now.
will say though, I loved their booth placement because it meant that everyone thought those bathrooms behind the line were occupied, and they were not. They thought it was a line for the bathroom. Those bathrooms were so clean, and I had my choice of stall every time. It
Okay.
was fantastic. So
Well, you just ruined that
no,
for next year.
no.
Brock says they painted the
Don't use
robot
it.
with their son, and it was fun for only $2. Fantastic. I love it.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, it
But
looked
you-
fun. It looked like a neat little event. They give you a plate with a bunch of
Yeah.
dollops of paint, and,
You need to know or have the event ticket.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
prepping, a planning ahead thing.
Hottest games were likely. Well, Star Wars Battle for Hoth did very well.
Yes.
Lots. Ace of Spades sold out every day, as did
Yes.
12 Rivers. Lots of the Asmodee games, but almost every booth I walked by was almost out of games.
Yes.
Like everyone
Like
was
25th
selling.
century sold out of almost everything.
Yes.
You would buy their
They
booth.
like-
It looked like it was a flea market that had been
Right.
picked through.
But there's
Yeah.
a lot of them. I know, like Ace of Spades, they're saying, hey, you can get it on our website, though, and offering free shipping. Be like,
Yeah.
hey, sorry, we'll ship it to you for free, though. And that was their, like, Gen Con special, which I thought was great. Because if that was me, I'd be like, yep, I don't have to take it home in the plane. Done. Like,
Right.
Who was this?
Ace of Spades, DeVere.
Devere.
Oh,
they would
yeah, because
ship
I think
it to
Portal did that too with their.
Galaxy game. That what didn't
It
make
wasn't
it.
there, but if you bought it, you got free shipping. So it was like you were there. It was there.
That's
It makes
good.
sense.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I think that was great.
I think that's a good, solid way to do business if you couldn't bring in enough copies, if you ran out of copies, because it's very expensive sometimes to get that game to Indianapolis. And if you can tell somebody, great, just follow that link, buy it, we'll ship it to you for free if you buy it this week right now while we're here. That's great for everybody. You
Yeah.
guys didn't have to carry it there, ship it from the warehouse, and they don't have to pay shipping. They're getting it for what they would get it right there.
Yeah.
If you can swing that as a company, that's a win-win.
I also know the Lord of the Rings Pandemic, that sold out as well. They sold out every day, and then Saturday they were finally like, fine, this is the rest of our stock. They didn't hold anything back for Sunday. They were like, here you go, this is it. They
Yeah.
stopped holding back.
Someone asked how busy was it this year. I thought it was. I felt, and I'm only talking about the exhibit hall and the hallways around it. I thought it was tremendously busy to the point where I was constantly exhausted.
Yes.
I thought going through the exhibit hall was a chore many times, especially in certain areas like the entrepreneur area
Yeah.
in particular. Basically every area except Asmodee's area, since they have big open spots there.
Even the artwork alley, all that stuff was slammed all the time. And another thing I did not notice this year, or certainly wasn't as pronounced, was the ebb and flow of like Thursday's busy, Friday's a little busier, Saturday's the big day,
Yeah.
Sunday's easy. No, it was like all the way
Yeah.
across.
Friday might have been Saturday morning wasn't as busy as, say, Thursday morning, because Thursday people just
That
come
was
and shopping.
right.
But man, there was, even on Sunday, Sunday I'm like, okay, it's a lower day, I'll go around and look for stuff.
I'm telling you, it was
but
slammed.
Also gone to that day where you're like, oh, I'll pick it up on Sunday. You know, I mean, you have to
Joey,
get
do
it
something.
while
Go
you
get to
can.
spend some water or something.
Get off your phone.
Joey, your boss is dying.
I'm getting promoted.
He's over there doing comments on his
You're
phone.
not getting
He can't
promoted, I'm
be
getting
bothered
promoted.
to actually watch the stream.
Walk away.
You do know you also have a little keyboard in front of
Oh
you,
my
like
gosh.
to actually run the stream and comment.
Anyhow,
Just saying, you have
Oh
options.
my God, I'm sorry. What would you like me
yes, it
to
was
say
really-
at the funeral? Some nice words.
It was really busy, and I feel like had they not banned the wagons, it would have been an absolute hazard. Like it would have been probably should have been shut down by the fire marshal had they not, if they had not made that choice. So kudos for them. I did see one on Sunday, and there was that
Oh, like a cart?
a cart.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to kick it so bad. I held back.
I kind of wish, though, even the second floor was pretty crowded comparatively.
Yes.
I wish they would just cap the attendance at this point.
Do they not do that already?
Well, no, they do cap attendance, right? They sell out, but I feel, and maybe I'm wrong, that they add some more each time so that they can say this was the biggest one yet. Because why wouldn't you want to say that?
Sure.
I don't feel like they can let any more people in without it being not overwhelming. I mean, just like you said, too exhausting.
There's a new hotel across the street, and I know they're trying to push people to the stadium, and they keep saying, "Oh, it's not that hard to get to the stadium." That's a trek to get to the stadium, right? That's not a small
Yeah, it's a
thing to
little
go
bit
over
of
there.
it's a little bit of a walk. It's also stadium is kind of feels like a little addendum to that big gaming space. I don't know. If
I
you're
know.
not going to jump into a Magic the Gathering tournament or something, thank you. Jeez.
Just kidding.
Oh. Thank you, jeez. If you're not
Yeah.
going for Magic the Gathering or the open game library thing, I don't know a whole lot of people who are going to go over there and find the walk that valuable.
I would do it if they moved all of Artist Alley to the stadium, but I would probably also revolt if they did that.
Yeah, that
I
would
don't want it
really-
over there, but I think that's the only way to one big move that would be able to make it feel worth going over there. And the only thing it's a big enough area that it wouldn't just get swallowed up in the stadium.
Yeah.
I think it'd be sustainable and worth the trek. Also, please don't do that because I
Yeah.
want it right there with it.
It
Because I
just,
don't like.
it just feels kind of peppered.
Yeah.
It's like, here's some trading card game.
Yeah.
Here's some extension of Magic that didn't fit over there. Here's 3 artists that we couldn't find a spot for in Artist Alley or
right.
whatever.
It's the leftovers.
Here's the All Play had another small booth. It
Yeah.
wasn't their booth, the only one. It was just another little bit. The only thing that's there and nowhere else is that gaming space, which is
Yeah.
cool.
But you don't even need to do that because the JW Marriott has gaming space.
Yeah.
BGG
the
has
BGG
gaming space.
room, yeah.
So you can game, and you can just game anywhere, really.
I think the
as
way
long as you
it's
find a space.
Yeah, the way it's set up means you never have to go over there. So what is enticing you to go over there? Magic the Gathering and maybe the gaming library.
I'll tell you the most enticing thing for me to go over there: food. Get some food.
Oh yes.
So
That
it's
is
only
not.
halfway. You don't have to go to the stadium. You just go to the food trucks.
The food trucks are slammed.
Yeah, no.
Forget it. I would rather walk a little bit more and go to the stadium upstairs, get some food there.
Wait, what was upstairs in the stadium?
The stadium food,
Stadium food, yeah. Might get a hot dog or popcorn or something, or
nachos, yeah, open
It's
just
not
like it
great
would-
food. It's just no one there doing that.
Yeah, I mean it's open just like it would be for a game that's
Got
there.
it.
So
I don't want stadium food.
How dare you?
I want to be able to eat in less than an hour.
That's honestly.
Yeah,
Subway was my thing.
unless you get it in that hour. I mean, it's getting so
got a
busy
lot
there
of-
too.
I got a lot of Subway food.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
But yeah, it definitely felt very crowded, in a friendly way. I didn't see people yelling and pushing. We had lots of people come by the booth and talk to us, which was nice and enjoyable. The show was great. I liked the award show. I think everyone did a great
Yes.
job on that. We had a good time.
good.
And the publishers came out. I liked wandering around. I don't know how anybody could do, quote, all of Gen Con. I really move around and try to look at everything. And it's interesting to me because people come to Gen Con. So did you guys see a second floor of the upstairs? There's a huge Pathfinder ballroom.
I saw it. I didn't go in. Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's really neat. It's
They've
big
had it before,
Pathfinder
right?
ballroom. They
Yeah,
always
yeah,
have it
yeah.
every year with decoration stuff. People go in there. They role play the whole weekend.
Yeah.
So for them, that's Gen Con.
Yeah.
For some other people, True Dungeon is their
just
Gen
learned
Con.
about.
they go there, they play True Dungeon several times. Some people go to JW Marriott as their Gen Con.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that if you're trying to go around and see everything, I talked to a lot of people who said it was their first time, and every time I asked them to describe it, and it was overwhelming. Every time. It's overwhelming.
Yes.
I think it's overwhelming from all sides the first time. It's overwhelming from I can't take it all in, and it's overwhelming from I didn't realize that I couldn't schedule 5 things in one day and be able to make them all because they don't understand the time between the different things. I think it is overwhelming. But I think the one unique thing that you just talked about with the Gen Con is how it is such a unique experience. Like you can go in single-minded into the little niche of your hobby, whether it's Pathfinder, whether it's painting miniatures, whether it's board gaming, whether you want to Cult of the New and just go demo the whole time. You can find your own path in, and that's your Gen Con experience, and it is still a very full and fulfilling experience because there's enough to do. I think that's really unique to Gen Con.
No, but I'm saying I think that might be a better idea.
I think
to do it that way.
I
right?
think
no,
we're both saying the same thing. Like that's a good thing.
I think what I'm not arguing. I'm saying I think that should probably be what it is.
Yeah.
The whole go taste a little bit of everything, I find to be exhausting.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm like,
especially if you're not
interested.
Yeah, don't.
Should I go look at that? Should I go see this?
Right.
Should I go over here? There's 84 events going on right now. Which one do I go to? Should I run over here? I used to say that.
Mm-hmm.
I still do. Like, just go to Gen Con and have a good time. But I'm not sure. I wouldn't go in with some sort of plan.
I mean, if you are still exploring the hobby and you don't know what you like about this hobby, maybe, though I'm not sure Gen Con's the best place for you to go kind of like discover yourself. That's really overwhelming to attempt to do that. But I agree. But based on whatever it is you like about this hobby, go do that for 4 days. You will probably not run out of that thing.
Yeah.
They had Artemis also at the stadium. That's another thing they had over there.
Yes, that was cool.
We're going to do that here. I keep saying
What?
that. We can.
Here.
Yeah.
At the Dice Tower?
Here.
We each get
in
our own
studio?
computer, put it on the big one for the screen. That'd be fun. I've been saying this for years.
Done.
Done.
Like tomorrow?
I want to be
Monday. I heard
be-
Monday's open.
There's something else I need by Monday.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But no, I think I would say pick what you want to do for 3 days and then save 1 day to just kind of look around.
To discover
I
stuff.
agree.
Yeah.
Leave 1 day open. Don't book yourself so solid that you don't have that flexibility, but 1 day of discovering outside of your own little
I would
niche.
definitely pick a show or two to go to just to kind of relax.
Yes.
I would try to plan 1 meal a day if you could. Like know where you're going to eat. That makes life a lot easier because eating on the fly is a tough one.
And don't choose Yard House because you won't get in for like 2 hours.
It's not as bad at lunchtime, I understand.
It's not, lunchtime is good.
There's a
but
lot of good restaurants around there, and they're plentiful, really, so you should be fine.
And if you're willing to walk, the farther you walk away from the con, the less crowd the hotels get exponentially.
Oh, yes. But even 2 blocks is, 10%, what
it's a
it
big
is closer.
drop-off for sure.
Right.
Walk away from the event, and you can get food faster and probably better food,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But like I said, I thought the attitude was good. Everyone seemed to be having a good time. There was no game of the show. We'll find out as time goes by. The publishers are a little kerflipped, I guess, or
Yeah, kerflipped,
because of the tariffs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what kerflipped meant until he explained it,
you
but
were
I
just
got
going with it.
They're kerflipped,
A
right?
little bit of that, right? And it's affecting everybody. But it didn't, and while it definitely, there were maybe fewer games, there was still like 500 games.
Yes.
And, and that's me not talking about all the RPGs and supplements, which I bought several of. The books, you could buy lots of books there, although the books is a scary proposition. Like the way they have it set up, you have to walk through, almost always you have to walk through a book aisle to get to the art gallery. On the outside, the art goes all the way to the front, but the middle 4 rows are all books.
Yeah.
And book sellers are much more hawkish at selling their wares. They're like, hey, go over there. And if you buy 1 book, you're doomed.
Got it.
They're like, I see you have a book.
You must know how to read.
Oh, got it.
Come
got it.
approach my booth.
So books are trickier, though, because I can't tell if I like a book.
100%.
Like, I can go to art,
Yeah.
and I can sit there and go, and I'll think about it.
Yeah.
I'll go away. I'll think about the art some more. And I bought I was really happy with the art I bought this year. But a book, I'm like,
Me
Well,
personally, like I wouldn't buy a book there.
Yeah.
Because you're right. I have a very hard time getting a read on that. Harder than a game,
Yeah.
honestly. There's so much more to know about a book. Do I like the topic? Do I like what's going on in the book? But also, do I like the writing style? Is this one of many? Am I now suddenly part of like a collection of books I need to read after this one because it's a cliffhanger?
Yeah.
There's a lot to it. You're right. The artwork is the easiest thing to know if you want to get. You look at it and you go, that strikes me. I want that. How much? No, thank you. And then you walk
It does
away.
seem like art is increasing. The art is always huge and big, and then there's about another 20 booths scattered everywhere else with art. There's art everywhere.
It's the most spread out, I feel like. You can't go, you used to be able to go to Artist Alley, and you can't anymore. In the same way that the dice are like that. They're kind of speckled throughout. They don't
They've
have like
always
a dice.
done that, yeah.
Fewer
Right,
dice there than there was at Origin, so that's for
Well, even
sure.
Gen Con 2 years ago, there's fewer dice. I mean, Chessex was down to, 3 booths?
I think they had 3 or
Something?
maybe
Yeah,
4.
maybe it was 4.
They had
Okay.
quite
But
a
I feel like
few.
it was like 7 the first year I went. Yeah.
I think we're going in the circles and finding the same one.
Maybe.
We've
Maybe
already
I was
passed
lost.
these dice,
That's
Jen.
possible.
Any questions anyone has before we jump out here? If you're curious about anything that happened there, while you're thinking of questions, another cool thing about Gen Con is you walk down the road and you just see famous designer, big name publisher. You might not even know who they are.
Yeah.
There was lots of designers I didn't know who they were until they told me. But that's a neat thing. You can go to booths and possibly play a game with the designer there.
Get your things
Right.
signed by, the designers. That's cool to be able to do that at an event where you don't have to queue up for, an hour and then give them $20 extra or whatever to get their signature. They're just there. They'll sign the thing for you. You buy it there and they'll sign it.
Well, a lot of the smaller companies, it's the designers that are actually demoing the
That's
games. I mean,
true,
we saw
too.
Warped Reality, who partners with Lucky Duck. So, like, Gray Baker did Potions of Azurland. He was there the entire weekend. He
Demoing.
demoed his game for like 4 days straight,
Yeah.
it's a lot of times those designers are integrated very heavily into that.
All right, some questions. How does Gen Con compare to Essen Spiel? It's a good question because they are the 2 biggest cons in the world. The
For
biggest,
board games.
For board games, yes, you're right. Essen closes at 7 p.m., and it is closed. There's some
Yes.
parties that happen after hours, but
right.
it's closed. So you cannot, Gen Con never goes to sleep.
Right.
There are people playing games at 3 in the morning at Gen
You
Con.
can still walk in there, just
Yeah.
not that selling area, but you can walk through the convention center.
Well, and
at
all the
night.
hotel lobbies. I mean, if you're in the Hyatt Regency, which the lobby is, in the center of all the hotel rooms, you hear them till 1 a.m.
Yeah.
So,
Also the Essen exhibit halls, there's 7 of them, are, when you combine them, are bigger than Gen Con. There's more new games at Essen, so there's more stuff for sale. That's also all Essen is.
yeah.
The spiel there.
That is true. I used to think that Essen felt more crowded, but this year I think Gen Con was right on par with it.
Well, we'll know. Don't get too excited.
Well,
We'll know-
yeah. I mean,
we'll know in October.
right, but yes,
Jimmy versus last year,
This year,
Essen,
Gen
yeah,
Con felt
yeah.
like Essen last year.
So it's kind of different. We said don't just walk around Gen Con kind of going with a little bit of purpose. Essen, you can just go walk around and shop.
Because it's all board games.
Demoing games, maybe, but
Yeah.
then shopping.
You're shopping.
Yeah.
You're demoing and shopping, and that's what Essen is.
That's it.
Yeah.
The Gen Con spills into, there's 5 large hotels right around Gen Con, the Hyatt, the JW Marriott, the Westin, the Union Station, and they're building another one that's bigger than all of them.
Right there, yeah.
And all those hotels have a convention could be a convention themselves. So it spreads out. Essen is all there. You can, whatever hotel you're staying at, there's probably people playing games there, but nothing really that organized. Which one's better? I don't know. I always say pick the one at the continent you're in.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you do go to the one, I don't know if it's necessarily worth the investment to go to the one in the other continent.
No.
Not
yeah.
unless you're adding like a vacation to that place too.
But like
Right.
if you go to Essen and you're like, I wonder what Gen Con's like, from like, and you live in Germany, let's say, I don't know if it's worth that flight, that that expense to go see Gen Con. Maybe once to be like, yeah, I've been, but they're similar enough where you're not going to show up at Gen Con and go, whoa, this is what I've been missing.
Yeah.
You're going to have somewhat of a similar feel.
Or again, is if the board gaming aspect of the hobby is more the adjacent, you're more the RPGs, something like that, then
Then
clear
Gen
winner.
Con, yeah, but
right. generally speaking.
People were asking if we saw new games like the new Leader Game Take, which they just announced, and there's other games that are new. They're there. For me personally, I kind of glance at them, but there's so many new games that are actually out. That's what I put my effort into.
I agree.
There were not that many booths doing the whole, this is a game that's coming to Kickstarter or GameFound later.
Yes.
There's been more of that in the past. I'm sure they were there. I don't remember seeing any.
I think I saw the distilled expansion. They had the cocktails. So
Yes, but they also
something like
have
that, and it's like the game.
Luthier and distilled that they're selling.
Correct,
I'm talking
yes.
about a booth that
you mean
has no
just for that?
product.
Oh, okay.
They're
Yeah,
showing
no, I
a
didn't see
game,
that.
and then you're like, that looks great. I like that. And they give you a
I
flyer.
Yeah, I saw I can't think of any.
There's a few that
but
were
I'm sure
doing
not
it.
many.
In the past, I feel like we've had years where they're
A lot of
everywhere, man.
Yeah.
You're like, I want to buy stuff now. What is all this?
Yeah.
What was our favorite bite of food, says Pete?
Favorite bite of food?
My favorite bite of food?
The bite. Oh,
It's always the shrimp cocktail.
I was gonna say the first bite I had after being in the hall for 8 hours straight and not. So I was like, I don't even remember what it was, but it was food.
You sure it wasn't the shrimp cocktail?
No, it wasn't shrimp cocktail. It wasn't that night.
Wednesday night?
No, it wasn't
Oh, you mean
Wednesday.
Thursday night, that first?
Yeah.
Oh.
After I was like, because the award
There's a
show
lot-
and all that.
There's a lot of good food. I had some scallops that were delectable.
I'm still sad about that.
You should be sad
Somebody asked
because
where-
they were delectable.
Somebody asked where our favorite place to demo a game was, and I was like, I don't really go and demo games. That's not the way I do the hobby. It's more like I've researched before. I know I want it. I got
we
it.
play games, but the best place for us was in our hotel lobby. The
Oh,
Hyatt.
100%. Yeah, I don't play anywhere else.
But it was only because we stayed there. If we said the Westin, I would have said the Westin. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah, in the hotel,
I'm
yeah.
not saying that was
Yeah.
the best place to play. It was a nice place to play, but it just was.
Yeah.
I like to, when I'm done playing, go, and now I go to my room.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's really what it's going to come down to. I mean, like we were saying before, what's your purpose in demoing? Is it to try a game before you buy it? Probably in the demo zone. Over there where you can like sign up for games and use tickets and stuff because you're guaranteed to
Yeah.
sit down, something like that.
I would say my favorite area to play a demo, which I did not do, but I could see myself doing, is in those side rooms across the hall. Those are pretty good for demoing games.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Go
yeah.
to like the all-player room, go to the DeVere room, go to the Ivy Studio room,
Right.
and
I
play a
guess
game in
that's
those.
what I meant by the demos. I guess I consider that like adjunct demo because it's the same. Because
Kinda.
they had tables in there or they had a room. One of the two.
Yeah.
But the specific company areas
Those
to
are
play it
good.
is
They
probably
sort
the
of
best.
feel insular,
Yeah.
and they're fairly quiet. So it doesn't have that like hum of the big room with all the CCGs.
Yeah.
'Cause that room is like buzzing.
Right.
There's so many people in there.
How did we get the parking spot? We paid Gen Con money for that parking spot.
We buy it.
Yes.
What tips do you have for a successful Buc-ee stop? Don't allow the people who you're buying food for to buy more food than they can eat. Happens every year. Every year. Like, I'll eat 3 of these. I'm like, you can't eat 3 of those.
That reminds me. Did you bring back some beef jerky?
Did you?
I did.
Oh, did you bring that out the
And you might be wondering, is it here?
Is it here?
I believe it's on my counter at home.
The worst.
But that's not here.
Did the popcorn
I
make
understand
it?
that. Coming tomorrow. The popcorn's here. I put it in the cabinet.
Popcorn is trash compared to Buc-ee's beef jerky.
Yeah, where's the beef jerky?
It's at Tom's counter
Where's the popcorn?
here.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got here? Zoom down, zoom down, zoom down.
Da, 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 da.
Hope you get to do the auction. Yeah, someone was telling me about the auction and how on Friday night there's big ticket items there. I'm gonna have to go see that next year. I think it'd be
okay.
fun to watch people bid on those. Not me,
Yeah.
but others.
I think this
Okay.
is interesting. Do you like your spot in the 300s as opposed to the 2100s? I love it. It's so good.
Yes, I've made
So
it pay for
good.
it. There are some disadvantages, obviously, for we're not in the middle. Like for us to go from our booth to another booth
Yes.
is pretty far.
Yeah.
Or if I want to go to the hall, the gaming hall. Other than that, so much better. We're
Right.
much closer to food trucks. We're closer to the entrance, and
Closer
we're
to
around a lot of
outside,
booths that we like, and people. I don't know. I just like it
Yeah,
there.
I really like it.
It's
I
very
think
good.
It's good.
Yeah.
I can find it easier too.
That's
I
true.
don't know why I walk in. I know it's just a little bit this way, a little bit that way.
Yeah.
Which publisher had the most over-the-top booth? You know what? This is going to kill me. I can't remember who had it. There was a small little publisher who had like a little foresty booth at the front with trees and stuff in it. They were demoing some little campfire game or something. and I liked it. It was a small little 10 by 20, but it was just a nice little booth. Upper Deck tried to make their booth look cool, but it wasn't. It was just like fancy, not over the top. Oh,
I know the answer.
Ivy
Studios. That's what. Like,
over the top.
Yeah.
Ivy Studios. That's right. They built ridiculous amounts of wood in their booth.
And if so, behind the scenes, 10 minutes before we open on Thursday, they're like trying to hide their hacksaws and their paint buckets.
They were going at it.
Whew, yeah, but they had a room too that they were building. So they're building both a room and a booth.
Well, their side room looked like an Apple store, man. It was rocking. I mean, they really have a good eye for the stuff.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I'll be sad if they don't get a room again and it was so nice to play in there because they had the velvet curtains on all the walls, so it really dampened the sound. But then lights over every single table, so your table was lit, but the sound was dampened. They had a spectacular. You ask where to demo games in the Ivy Studios room. Now you only have to get to play Ivy Studio games, but luckily they're really good. So
someone was asking about that.
Fantastic.
I would say that's one big difference actually between Essen and Gen Con is fancy over-the-top booths. You see way more of that at Essen.
I agree.
Than you do at Gen Con. You'll see a couple of them at Gen Con, but at Essen, there's a lot of cool stuff. Like I know Yellow does that blank wall every year that people graffiti on.
Yeah.
That's just cool, man.
Even our booth is better there.
Yeah.
You can just pay people cheaper to build your booth and put up great, your artwork. It's just really nice.
It's really cool booths at Essen that are not as grandiose at Gen Con.
Someone said I felt like everything was ticketed.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of ticketed stuff, but you don't have to. If you just want to play games, there's the open gaming room, although you maybe have to be proactive and find people to game with, unless you bring your own people.
Right.
There are lots of events to go to that don't require a ticket. You could probably just go up to them and walk in. And if you go by booths and just stand there and be like, this game looks interesting, there's a really good chance they're going to pull you into a play of that.
I don't even think you have to say this looks interesting. I'm pretty sure if you just like pause, to put on chapstick, they're like, wah.
Yeah.
All right, just a couple more questions and then we're going to close because we have a lot of other things
Did you
to do.
have a disappointment?
I don't think so.
I feel kind of bad. I feel like I was a little bit disappointed in the stadium because it was I was like, that was my big goal for the year is to go over to the stadium. And I got there and I was like, oh, it's magic and ticketed events. Never mind.
I'll tell you this. I went to the stadium twice. I thought the stadium was the least interesting it's ever been.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, that's
I felt
good to
there
know.
was less there than normally. Maybe I'm wrong. The first year I went, they had like a little museum to Gen Con in the middle, and that was cool.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
And last year, it felt like there was a lot of little people there, that different publishers. This year, it was fine. I don't know. It just didn't get me that excited.
Like a lot of tables to play CCGs to me. Mostly Magic. There were a couple of others, like, what was it? There was one in the back. I can't recall. Not One Piece. Something else like it. I don't know. There wasn't anything to it.
Yeah.
The Chris Demos Game Soda Jerk, it sold out. Lots of copies of that for sure. Giant backpacks, I got hit with them several times.
Yeah.
But I'm big too, so I can't complain.
I thought that they had banned that with the cart, but I feel like
no, the backpacks are still allowed.
Okay, I thought that they banned it. Maybe they didn't. But I was like, that'd be really hard to moderate anyway. If they did,
there were still people pushing around giant loads of games and baby carts, but the regular carts were missing.
Was the kid in there too?
Usually, but not always.
Because they said that specifically. No, they said that specifically. They did say unoccupied baby strollers are not allowed. So,
but some babies were like sleeping in a game box. So,
I don't care. I mean, as long as the baby's in the cart.
Any tips for getting your groove back after realizing you're actually horrible at games at a convention? Find some children and beat the snot out of them in a board game, and you'll feel better.
Play solo games for a bit. Just enjoy the game, not the competition.
I've always known I was bad at games, so no groove needed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, it was exciting. Cool. It was good. Every Sunday I feel the same way. I'm like, this has been a great con, but I'm definitely ready to go home.
Yeah.
Because it's just so noisy to hear.
Yeah.
It doesn't, like at other smaller cons, I feel like there's places to kind of chill and relax. And I know that I'll get flack back. You can go find this little spot here in Gen Con, but we have a booth to run.
Right.
So this is a just us problem. I'm not saying for other people. yeah, you can go find a place to spot. We have a booth to run. So by the time we're done running that for 4 days, I saw someone online was like, Gen Con should be 5. I will find you and smack you.
Nope.
You know, but I had a great time, but I'm ready to go home.
It's a lot of little things that build for me anyway. It's, you know, I got a nosebleed, 2 nosebleeds because of that recycled air in the hall and in the hotel. It's the elevator being just crowded all the time. And you're like, I'm just tired. I just want to get to the room. I'll walk up or down, whatever. It's like, it's a lot of little bits of that builds. And after 4 days, yeah, you're like, I'm good.
Right.
I have my fill.
Yeah, after 4 days, you get tired of everything. Not being a fight, but being a production. It's a production to get down the hotel, down the elevator.
If you guys would come down at 6, the elevators are empty.
Well, you have so much in the evenings that you do and stuff too,
A comedian.
But then, like, every time you want to go eat somewhere, you're like, okay, well, let's make a production. Let's walk somewhere, and then sit and wait 'cause they're still awake.
And this is why you should come to Dice Tower Cruise, because you never have to worry about any of that.
Nope.
Yeah, everything is a production,
But I had a great time, met a ton of great people, and we look forward to doing it next year.
Yes.
We just got 3 big conventions around the corner here. So
Very soon.
we got to get ready for them, and we'll talk about them. But right now, for at least a couple weeks, we're going to talk about games. Yeah. So that's exciting.
Yes.
We'll see you. We got game reviews going up for the rest of this week, so check them out. Until then, I'm Tom Basil.
I'm Z Garcia.
And I'm Camilla.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another video from the Dice Tower. Hey, you want to learn more about us, communicate with us? We have a Facebook group, we have a Discord channel, lots of different ways to get involved with the Dice Tower. You can find that in our Linktree link below. So just click that, it will take you and you can communicate with us on Facebook, join our Facebook groups. There's lots of cool things that you can find and become part of the Dice Tower. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tom Basil.